Hi, I'm Adam Pennell, and today I'm going to show you a super easy smoky fish tray bake using this Dutch yellowtail, beautiful white fish that's slightly oily from the mackerel family. It's absolutely delicious, super healthy. The yellowtail is going to be the cherry on the top of a bed of these gorgeous local vegetables. So first up we've got our monk's beard. This is a sea vegetable. It's very similar in taste to samphire, quite salty. It's going to provide the rest of these ingredients with the seasoning that it needs. We've got asparagus banging season at the moment, and these beautiful heritage tomatoes. They're going to lay in the bottom of the pan with some sumac and some fennel seeds, and the fish is going to sit on the top, and we're not going to mess around with a beautiful piece of fish like this. It's just going to be salt, pepper and a little olive oil. We're just going to let it smoke with some oak. So let's get on it. So we want this to be a one pot kind of dig in, grab a little bit, and we're going to just load it up on some sourdough toast. And so to do that, we're going to need to make sure we take away the skin. So very quickly and simply, we're just going to run the knife from the tail end, get underneath that flesh, and then pushing against the board, just going to hold the skin, and you sort of pull back and slice backwards and forwards to run all the way down that fish, keeping the knife close to the board as a guide, and out the other side. We've completely removed the skin. Now just going to hit that with a little bit of oil. So this is just going to help some of the seasoning stick to it. This is just olive oil. And then a nice pinch of salt. And some cracked black pepper. I remember eating mackerel on the beach as a kid when I was 5 or 6 years old with my dad, and he always told me that good oily fish like this just needs salt and pepper, and that's exactly what we're going to do with this today. Okay, so the fish is prepped and ready to go. We're just going to get our tray now and dress the rest of the vegetables. So we're going to go in with the monk's beard, take our heritage tomatoes. These little ones I'm just going to throw in whole. For the bigger ones, I'm just going to open them up, quite chunky. We want to know they're there, and just dot those around. Can't get enough of asparagus at this time of year, so I'm going to drop a few of those in as well. And then we're just going to dress that with some oil, sumac, which is kind of a lemony herb. It tastes a little bit acidic, which is going to work wonders with the fish. And then a few fennel seeds too. And I'm just going to, before we lay the fish on that, I'm just going to get in there and just mix all of that up. So everything is just combined in that tray. Now all we need to do is load our yellowtail on top of the tray. We're going to be cooking it at around about 250 Fahrenheit, which is around about 130 to 150 C. And you'll notice I've got a deflector plate in here. We're not cooking directly here. This is about slow and slow smoking. So like you would with a pork shoulder or anything else, you're going to treat this exactly the same. Plate goes in with the grill. Okay, you can see that wood that's gone on, that piece of oak, is already generating that smoke, which is exactly what we want, but it's ticking away nice and low and slow. Just going to slide the tray in, just about fits, and that's perfect. We can drop that down. Keep an eye on it. We, as always, I check the temperature as things go. Once we hit around about 55 C, that's going to be good to come off. Okay, this has been in for about 45 minutes now. I've just probed it. Look at that golden colour, and it's just hit 50. So that, for me, is ready to come off. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just toast up some sourdough. Cut these into nice, generous, thick slices. Literally just rubbing the surface with garlic clove all over. Hit that with a nice glug of olive oil. Taking the deflector plate out now so that we can just quickly grill these up. Just take a couple of minutes on each side. Okay, so we're just going to load in our toasted sourdough. Get into the bottom, underneath the fish first of all, and dig out some of these goodies. Smells insane. So good. Take a fork and just flake away some of this fish. Look at that. So juicy. On the top, the whole thing with some juice. Squeeze a lemon. That, for me, is the perfect summer lunch, done on the barbecue, super easy. That fish. Oh, I'm so sold on this Dutch Yellowtail. It's absolutely incredible. Make sure you get down to Whole Foods and give it a go. It's nuts.